Hello YouTube, how are you doing? My hair is a fuzz. So everybody, lovely people out there who follow me and are interested in the saga of my health. Here are some updates. Today I actually saw my primary, and thus being, we have some fantastic news, at least in regards to him getting things done. Let me put my insurance information and all that fun stuff away. So I have been, saw the doctor today. Let me get a bowl ready for... Ouchies! That was my head. Hang on a second. I have returned. So today I'm actually going to share what happened at the lovely appointment with my primary, share what was planning to go on, and sharing what hopefully happens. But in the meantime, so I think clearly, because I am pretty much not smoked at all since I got home. What is up with my hair? So I'm using this new shampoo that's supposed to straighten it. And as we can see, people, it's straightening it, but it's really frizzy. Very annoying. Anyway, I saw the primary very early this morning, and he went over my MRI, which apparently the MRI, from what he sees... I'm going to put this... I have all of my medical documents in front of me to talk to you guys about, but I'm going to shut the book right now and just focus on chit-chatting with you people. So, where's my grinder? There it is. So, I went to the primary, and he went over the MRI report, like I said, and in a nutshell said that there is a mass in my shoulder, a small little mass. I will probably give you guys a visual because I haven't even looked at the CD yet. I had left the CD with him the same day that I had gotten the MRI, so I have no idea. But they did see like a small cyst in the shoulder, which I don't even know where it's at. But the doctor said that shouldn't be my primary said it shouldn't be causing my pain, but because they found something in the shoulder, and because I'm not getting any relief from this Lyrica, I need to figure out what's going on. Either, he said thoracic, so it's, I guess, thoracic? I don't know. The spine and the shoulder, there's something going on that he believes, primary, and I believe, myself, are related to something more than just my spine, the surgery that was done. So, I do see a rheumatologist the first time, finally, on the 31st, which I'm looking forward to, but the 16th... Drum roll, please. Drum roll now, please. The 16th, he's going to be... I will now be seeing a new GI doctor because we found out from my report of the stomach emptying test that I have gastric paralysis. Paresis? Hold on. Where was it? What was it called? I don't know. Let me look it back up. It's on a message I sent to a friend so that I can review what the hell I said. Okay, let's see. It is called Gastroparesis. Gastroparesis. Yeah, so what it apparently does is it has a problem stomach emptying, where even down to the lower intestines, the doctor was emphasizing that I probably am having a lot of pain because the food's sitting in my stomach entirely too long. There are some things that they're going to do as I'm starting a new medication. Supposedly it has to be done to even see if this is going to help it. Now, the primary doctor said he has seen other cases, but it's very rare to have this. So I'm like the second case he's ever seen to have this, that he's seen other people not respond well at all to medications, which, once again, that's probably why cannabis is so well, it just works for eating. It calms down my stomach. Now, this medication that I'm going to be put on for the stomach is supposed to actually make it become more active, meaning the stomach will release food out a lot more. It kind of makes the muscles contract, your abdominal. It will make the entire GI work. So, I have to take this pill 4 times a day. That's how it's going to be. If the medication does not work, there are other medications. Even stronger. Worse comes to worst, there's surgery for this kind of situation, which supposedly would be related to adding some kind of like a pacemaker style thing into the esophagus that makes it forced to release the food. Health-wise, this could change everything. Lower intestinally, I request a new GI doctor today. I don't even want him to go over the report. I don't even want to see the man again. I'm so done with him, it's not even funny. If someone doesn't respond to making an appointment when the very doctor asks the patient to make an appointment, and then the patient can't seem to get an appointment, there's something wrong. So I'm really frustrated, and at this point I don't have the energy to keep giving it to this frustration. I don't have it. It's not existing. So either they focus or I'm going to scream. You know, it's like really bad. So this medication should help with some of the pain, he said, that I'm constantly dealing with, and I am now going to be put on Wellbutrin, which is a antidepressant, and should help with also my anxiety. I don't really want to start an antidepressant, but at this point, something's fucking have to give. I'm willing to at least try it. We're going to monitor my blood work because it's supposed to not be that damaging on the liver, but because my liver's already very frustrated, we're going to basically be doing a lot of blood tests to see where my platelets are and if it's affecting my liver strongly. But Wellbutrin to kind of counteract this Lyrica, because I'm so negative lately in the mind that it's like I said on several vlogs lately, may or may not have seen people, that I am trying to stay positive, because really when you can't have children and you don't have a sex drive and you're frustrated with your financial status and you're physically not able to move as much and your mind is so goddamn foggy, and to be taken seriously because you're so fucking tired of it, I look angry, agitated, and I am. And so, to be taken seriously, the only person who's honestly taking me seriously here in the medical side is my primary. And my primary, I just burst into tears today because I said, I feel like my GI doctor is trying to determine how long I live. I need to be on treatment. I know I need to be on treatment. And the fact that I'm not on treatment is very disturbing. And that the doctor said one thing about the tests being needed for blood work, but had put all that pressure on me for the genotype to get this blood work, to get this, find out if I can be treated for my liver. And the people who are following would understand. The people who are new, I'm sure you guys are all fucking confused. But I have hepatitis C, so until I have a GI doctor who says, we need to get your liver back in shape, we need to try something. In fact, I've been untreated for so long, makes me angry that these GI doctor that I was dealing with, this GI doctor I was dealing with, and Vinny before, who blew it off, this one hopefully will take this seriously. I went onto the website and reference to this doctor that I'm now assigned to, which was the primary suggested it, but the receptionist, we're just going to call her A. A is amazing. A is the best nurse in the whole freaking world. I can't even say that enough. I mean it. She is doing her job. She's in the right profession. She didn't want me to even leave the office until she 100% felt confident about the doctor. So I go and I look online. Hold on a second. I go and I look online and I look up the report on this doctor, and he is like well received. First off, he is a specialist in the regards of hepatitis, and hopefully with the stomach side of things, he'll be really swift, because when I called, they were really open about getting me in quickly, and they're like, well, how soon would you like to come in? I was like, well, because there's 4 or 5 different doctors in this network, so my doctor's assigned to me, but for him to be able to talk to other doctors, my lovely Aunt Rhonda, had suggested, why don't I find a group? And many other people out there have given me a lot of suggestions about, if I have so many digestion and GI problems, I probably need a doctor who can say, hey, should we be doing this in correlation and da-da-da-da, to be able to communicate with other doctors, not just being one doctor who's set in his ways and refuses to treat his patients. He all treats them the same. I'm going to be writing a very bad review for my GI doctor because he deserves it, point blank. I'm so angry with, like, the 4 fucking months that have went by that once again, who knows what the hell is going on in their brain? You know, like, why would somebody who is obviously this sick just be left on the back burner? So the fact that I have now a diagnosis that came from not even the GI doctor, once again, the primary, figured out why I am so nauseous, most likely. Gastroparesis, I will put it somewhere in this video down below. It's, let me read you guys something. It says, means paralysis of the muscles of the stomach. Gastroparesis results in delayed emptying of food from the stomach into the small intestines, which basically this test, when he broke it down for me, that the damage that's in my stomach that the scope found, the light that went in my stomach and found this other places, the biopsy report, I haven't even gotten that. Quite literally, he's so incompetent, it's been over a week and I haven't even gotten that report. So they don't know what the biopsy, I don't even have a response to the genotype or my biopsy, which are quite important. So I already, when I leveled it out to the primary, and I'm like, look, I'm really at the end of my rope. Like, I feel like I come back and I'm worse every time. I feel like I get more and more medications written, but I'm worse every time. This is not how I want to live. I'm already got so little that I feel like I can look forward to right now. I am not happy with the fact that my right arm is now going numb. It has constant pain. This is not okay. Should I just sit back? Because that's kind of how they want you to be. Like, so I got on the phone with my insurance company today because I was told in the last video, if you guys saw, wow, linked below, I was told that maybe my insurance had been canceled from CVS. They were very confused. Now I've gotten like 50,000 different responses today, but when the final call happened with my insurance company, that's the second part. I apparently have an HMO. So the second part, I'm learning about this shit. It's like total crash course into healthcare. God damn it. That separate section, extra healthcare, you have your one main health insurance, and then you have your extra added, which is called MediConnect. That's what I found out. I have a MediConnect. So anybody out there who's wondering, you know, oh, that makes sense. I know what that is. MediConnect is the word I was told, and I have an HMO. So this plan only fits so much. Like, massage is not covered in things like that. But in the retrospect of having a vision and dental and all the other little aspects to it, they do cover that. And apparently as of July the 1st, I became effective for the additional insurance, little things like the dental and whatnot. And after 24 months, apparently you get glasses covered and da-da-da-da. So it's amazing. I was like floored. But then I called to make an appointment for this vision, and they say I don't have any insurance. So I get back on the phone with the fucking insurance company, like I said, crash motherfucking course, with the insurance, and they were like, no, you're fully covered. Tell them MediConnect. So I get back on the phone with the vision, and I get a voicemail. So at this point, I am looking forward to literally just having appointments. I am going to see an OBGYN tomorrow, and then the following day I'm going to see my lovely dentist. Yay! I still have dental because everything seemed to go through just fine. And I'll just continue to share with you guys how this funness floats into the universe. But I'm really looking forward to maybe having an orthopedic doctor again, because the primary believes that because the shoulder, as I said, the little tiny mass they found, he said it's like smaller than a millimeter, but it could be causing pain. We don't know. And my hip pain and all of this has to be seen by an orthopedic doctor, a surgeon potentially. So I did find one myself. The one they sent me to, or the primary had wanted to send me to, was a complete idiot, at least the nurse. I can't deal with that. So I already have called the primary, and I'm like, all right, here's the doctor I want to use. And I talked to the insurance company, and apparently that happens all the time. If you're a patient and your insurance company doesn't take that doctor, but maybe it's because they need the primary to say, hey, I want this doctor, so that it's sent off to the insurance company and they pay for it. Otherwise, if you as a person go and try to get a doctor, it will not be covered by insurance. I found out today that being that I'm a MediConnect, I can get as many second opinions as needed. So if this orthopedic isn't good and he's, I don't want to pay attention to your x-rays, or let's not try to figure this out. Basically, the plan is for my spinal side of things, orthopedic. We know that I have nerve damage. It's not a question. The problem is that new things are hurting in my body, so we need to figure out why that is. If it's joint-related, then we're going to determine that. If it's bone-related, we're going to determine that. But we need to figure out what it is. And if it's something they can figure out, or if it's something we know, hey, it's just, transferred pain from the spine, then we're going to know that. But every 3, 6 to a year, so 3 months starting, 6 months after that, and then a year follow-ups is what we want to do. And I feel like if my doctor can coordinate it, because that's what I said to him today, I was just like, I couldn't even speak to him. My speech was so slurred from the medication, from the Lyrica, that even I was crying because I couldn't even speak to my own doctor to have it all figured out. And so it was one of those moments where, you know, you build up from all this stress of we need to handle all this, and the doctor's taking care one by one. So efficient, it's unbelievable. Like, I mean, he deserves the Doctor of the Year award. Miraculously. Like, I'm going to go put a cake in their office and flowers and anything I can possibly do to thank them, because they will not give up. I mean, they're not like, well, just, you know, you're going to have to live with pain. No, that would have been a bad answer. Or just throw up. It just, maybe you need to lose weight. No, you know, haha, I'm joking. But the fact of the matter is, the doctor got up and he hugged me because I was just hysterical at that point, where I'm like, you know, give me a reason to want to live right now, because I really feel like this is not okay. It's not okay to be living this way. I've gotten to a point where I am trying to remember why it's all supposed to make sense. Because at the end of the day, I'm still dealing with this tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, and my pain is not going away. So, if I'm not being taken seriously, then I'm going to keep asking for somebody to listen, because I shouldn't have to suffer. I live in too big of a fucking state with too many goddamn doctors to have to suffer. Quite literally, if I cannot find the doctors I need, I will move, you know? That's just what it comes down to. If I have to be closer to more North LA or whatever the fuck, because at this point, I'm really getting tired of it. Cannabis is the only thing that's working. Still working. You know, nerve damage-wise, I was joking, but not really, to Chris yesterday, saying, quite literally, I feel like I need a patch of the cannabis. Like, I need to slobber it all onto some kind of plastic, and then, you know, my cannabis oil, and just slobber that on all my pain spots. And you just keep making my cannabis oil, because it seems like that's the only thing that on topical works. But the anti-inflammatory med that I'm being given right now is a joke. Totally makes me sick to my stomach, which I'm already there. The Zofran I have been taking, but like I explained to the doctor, what the hell's going on with my intestines? It fucks me up. Anybody out there take Zofran and they actually get worse intestinally? Maybe you're not nauseous anymore and you don't want to throw up, but intestinally are you all fucked up? The primary couldn't understand that. He was like, I've never heard of that. I didn't see anything on the label that I saw that was related to intestinal. So when I said that to the primary, he was like, we need a scope of your lower intestines. And I know everybody out there who's following probably agrees. I wanted it. Like I said, I have had nothing but walls with this GI doctor, and I'm at the end of my rope. Nobody should have to deal with this kind of incompetence. It's ridiculous. So I didn't even want to fucking make face with them today. I didn't even really want to go anywhere with, let's back up and you should do your job. No. It's done. So, I'm in pain right now. Hasn't changed since I woke up. And it's like such a juggling act when you're dealing with a primary in general, even if he's good, to have to juggle what the situation is. Because we were talking about my back and about the pain, and then we had to transfer down to, okay, so your report came back for this and this and this, and such, and this is what you're diagnosed with. And then the biopsy spots, like I said, I'm literally going to have to ask my new GI doctor to have sympathy and not biopsy me again. You know what I mean? Unless he's going to do lower scope. Go ahead and do the whole thing again. Knock me out, you know. But hopefully this whole working with knowing what the hell is possibly making me so goddamn nauseous for 7 straight years. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can develop it. I have no idea. We're going to find out why I have this gastro thing. He said that it's pretty much lifetime from what it sounded like. It didn't seem like it's a healing thing. So, my whole life I've been having problems eating. If it's meat, it really doesn't sit well. And that might make sense why, if it's in my stomach, I throw it up. I can't handle processing the meat. Who knows? But, the doctor was pretty confident. My primary was pretty confident. He's like, well, I'm pretty sure. I was like this. Like, I'll give you guys an example. Here, take this piece of paper. He was like, it's So here's the report. Here's the report for the gastroparesis. I don't even have to know. Gastropee. The gastropee. Anyway, he was like, well, that explains it, and he put it down, and I was like, but wait. And he was like, no, I'm not giving up on you. I'm just saying I think we have a little bit more answers now, so we can work with that diagnosis. Now we can figure out, well, is this being irritated by this medication? Can you not eat these types of foods? Nutritionists might come up next. We're talking about all that. But GI, I need a proper GI who gives a shit, who actually, it's mind-blowing that anything to do with my stomach has been prescribed, meaning tests, medication. My tears have been seen in his office and not the GI doctors. What the fuck did the insurance company even pay him for? Because he didn't even do any procedure other than the scope, and as we both know, I have no idea what he biopsied because he will not call me back. Great. So, to the monkey. I'm just done with it. I'm slamming my mind, you know, ding, ding, ding. Big symbols, you know, monkey. So, I'm working on a lot, expecting a lot of phone calls back. Psychiatrist, gastro's done, as I said, and orthopedic. I have a doctor in mind that I've already called, but I'm trying to get my primary to do the actual referral so that it's all paid for. But, yeah. Yeah. I'm sure all of you are like, well, fuck. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, fuck. So, you know, people have their little black book. They keep numbers in it, and I have my big black book, and I keep shit that I gotta think about in it. So, we're gonna see how this visit goes on the 16th, and I hope it goes well, and I'm gonna try to be getting back in with potentially seeing a physical therapist the primary talked about. I haven't even mentioned that yet to you guys, but the physical therapist, we're discussing shoulder. As soon as the orthopedic doctor approves or denies what we should do, if he thinks I should get maybe steroid injections, if he's opting for that too. My pain doctor wants answers just as much as the orthopedic that I'm going to meet, I'm sure would want too. Primary wants to see them do their job. He's like seriously sick of it. Seriously sick of it, just as much as I was. I mean, like when he got up after I'd been like bawling my eyes out and going, I'm so tired of this. Like, I feel like bad that I have to give a shit about them doing their job. And I was cursing up a storm, and I'm not usually that kind of person in the presence of a doctor or professionals, but I didn't hold back, because I just kept telling him, I was like, it's stupid. It's stupid. In 7 days, what? Are they dropping me as a patient? If that's the case, then fucking tell me, because I'm the one that basically has a liver that's scarring day by day, and all I want to do is take care of myself. I can't if the doctor that I'm handing my life to doesn't give a shit. So that's just what it has come down to, that I want serious doctors who are going to make fucking serious effort. And the interesting part is the psychiatrist that I did find that I wanted to get a hold of, amazingly, was not covered in under my insurance, but was very helpful to let me know that most of the time your insurance companies, if they start playing games with you and you can't get anybody covered, call them directly and say, I'm not getting any doctor. It's urgent. I need it. Like the GI doctor could have been handled that way, but this psychiatrist that I had found that had given me information about what to do with the insurance company, they also are a pain specialist, so I didn't know that there are psychiatrists out there who handle pain management as well as anxiety, psychiatric situations that develop after pain gets out of control. So, I'm not depressed, I am frustrated. I am so overly anxious, I'm on the verge of a fucking breakdown. Meaning like a meltdown, total nervous breakdown, that kind of thing. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. So that's why when I went into the primary doctor today, I was like, I cannot juggle this anymore. Because he said, well, I thought you were going to find the orthopedic doctor. And I said, I have literally been trying and literally have not found anything. So, you know, and when I got home, I called that doctor that he set me up with, the orthopedic, and the nurse was like, you have no insurance at all. I'm like, you're crazy. You're crazy. Because my insurance company, yes, It paid for my primary today. It paid for everything. It was just like, I know I'm ranting now. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. Let me cash this. I need to fucking relax. It's been a long fucking morning. It's 2:30. No, it's 3 o'clock now. And all this started at 7 a.m. today. So yeah, a long day. So all you wonderful people, comments below, any advice you can give me, great. And the person out there, you know who you are. My Cherie Moore. Cherie Moore. Anyway. Lovely subscriber. Thank you so much for your advice on the pain doctor. Right now, primary said I should hold off. I agree that I am going to contact your doctor, maybe for a regular eval. So thank you for that information, lovely subscriber. You know who you are. And I love your name, by the way, your channel name. But anyway, I'm going to start doing more videos once I can. I have everything that I've been kind of trailing by these days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I have been making the videos. They've not been going up. From Thursday to Sunday, I was really, really, really ill. And so Thursday, I actually had done a really good Throwback Thursday video that might just come up this week. I don't know. But I really don't want to have to wait a whole fucking week to give you guys videos. So, you know, who knows what's going to happen with the new medications I'll be on. Maybe I'll be able to have a little bit more control of stuff. But I might take Monday, Tuesday and bunch them together, or Wednesday, Thursday and bunch them together. I might do shorter videos and clip it all, just so you guys can get a little bit of what's going on. But my Mondays, or any days that I have a doctor's appointment, I'll always update you just like I did today. But I appreciate all the support. It really has been wonderful to know where to go with all these emotions and know how to fight, because I'm doing this really, truly on my own. I've probably racked up an hour of just talk time with doctors today on my phone. So it's like I'm at the end of the railroad here. The locomotive's going to hit me if I don't have something set, you know? So I'm looking forward to this GI doctor, because I have a feeling that, you know, pretty much he'll be like, okay, let's pick up the pace now. Let's make it happen. And whatever they can treat, they can treat. And what they can't, we'll work with what we have to. Hopefully this doctor that I'm going to meet will be okay with the cannabis, but it's not his choice. Point blank, I have to use it because it's the only thing that works right now. Especially for nausea. It controls it. So check on the gastroparesis. I can't even say that shit. Gastroparesis. Blah, 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 blah. Gastro-P with the cannabis. But, I'm so tired. I can't even tell you guys. Waves of fatigue. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'm sure I'll update more soon.